Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am unbagging Seaside Lighthouse Sunset from GBFKE. So GBFKE contacted me and asked if I would be interested in reviewing some of their diamond paintings. So I have reviewed some, but I still have one left. So this is the package that they came in, just a grey bag, which is pretty standard for the budget companies. They don't spend money on boxes and it makes shipping cheaper for them. The plus side for us is it makes the prices cheaper for us. So they come in just a grey bag and no box. So we'll have a look at this one. So this is how they come. They are basically sort of semi-folded, semi-rolled, and no detail on them. We just have a little sticker here. It says made in China. There's a scan code, but nothing of any interest to us. So just in a clear plastic bag, and we'll open it up. And see if we can get the drills out before we actually have a look at the canvas. Pretty tight, but we're getting there. Okay, so that is it. Just put that to the side. So we'll start with the toolkit. So we have what I would say is the standard budget toolkit. We have the green tray, pink wax, pink pen, and that is it. So standard diamond painting pen with the brass tip, pink straw, totally standard. Then we have the tray, the green tray, no spout, just a little boat as they call it. It does have the angled sides, so you have to be careful if you're new to diamond painting. I haven't tried one yet. If you get any kind of tray that has angled sides like this, when you put it down, try not to touch the edge, because if you do, it will flip over and your drills will end up on your diamond painting and you're going to be spending time picking the drills off the glue. So just a heads up, a lot of companies provide trays with angled sides, so just so you're aware of it before you start. And then we have a square of pink wax. So absolute basic kit, nothing new, nothing out of the ordinary with that. So we'll put that to the side. And then we have the drills. So the drills come in a bag, typical to virtually all of the companies. It's a bag that has a glue strip along the side, so they don't open at the end. You just pull the strip, peels off, and then you can take your drills out and get that out of the way. So the bags are numbered. So you can see bag 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and these two, 21, 22. So we have 22 colours, and we'll check the canvas in a minute just to make sure that it should be 22. But before we do that, we'll have a look at the actual drills. So these are round drills, and these ones have a little dimple in the middle. It's pretty common to see this. I've always thought it would be better if they're flat. I mean, some are flat, but some have got the dimple in them. But after doing many diamond paintings, I've came to realise the little dimple actually doesn't seem to make any difference. The drills still stick to the glue. I haven't had any drills fall off a diamond painting, so it looks like it doesn't really matter. After saying that, a lot of these do have a flat base, so yeah, they're actually better quality than I thought they were going to be. But the other thing that we're checking for is how loose the drills are. They should be able to slide about inside the bag without clumping together, so that way you know that you don't have any oil from machinery or anything. And these are absolutely fine, no problems at all. You can see how easily they move. Nice bright yellow there. So yeah, they look fine. I don't see any obvious problems with them. So 22 colours. The bags are actually a reasonable size, so if you're totally new to diamond painting, you could work from these bags. They do have perforations between them, but I would recommend using scissors just to make sure the cut goes straight, just in case you try and pull them and it tears into a bag. So I would cut them, and when I wanted to use them, I would cut straight across, pour out some drills, use what I need, and then put the rest back in, and then fold the top over and use a little piece of tape to hold it. And you could work from these bags, so it wouldn't be any problem doing that. Again, it's thinking about people who are totally new and don't have any kind of storage system, so working from these bags shouldn't really be a problem, especially with the bags that don't have much in them. There's plenty of leeway to fold it over and tape it. So yeah, you're fine. So 22 colours according to the drills. So now we'll have a look at the actual canvas and see if it says 22 as well. So we have the key down the side, 1 to 22, so we have all the colours, so everything is in order. So we'll open it up, and this one is a seaside scene. We have a lighthouse in the background, a little boat on the foreground, a little rowing boat, the sea, sunset, some sand. And the reason that I picked this one is my wife and I were on vacation on mainland Denmark during the summer last year, and one of the places that we stayed at had a lighthouse on the beach. And when I saw this, I thought, oh, that looks like that place, so that's why I went for this one. It's a 30 by 40, so 30 centimetres across, 40 centimetres down, but it actually looks like a 40 by 30 to me. It looks wider than it is deep. Sometimes companies give you the height first, or the depth, whatever you want to call it. Normally I would say the width first, so I would call this a 40 by 30. So it's poured glue, so we have the clear cover, and the big advantage of poured glue is we don't have any air bubbles or anything. Double-sided adhesive seems to be becoming a thing of the past, so if you look at that, the glue is perfectly flat, absolutely nothing wrong with it. And then we'll have a close-up look just to see how good or bad the print quality is. Absolutely fine, don't have any problems reading these symbols at all. So what we're checking for is double print, misprint, faded print, anything like that, and obviously the glue is nice and flat, so absolutely no problems. I think over the past few years the budget companies have really improved the canvas, the glue on the canvas. It used to be that a lot of them used double-sided adhesive, which is basically just like a big sheet of double-sided tape, and when they were putting these things together they would get air bubbles trapped, and it meant you had to cut the air bubbles and let the air out, so it would sit flat. Nowadays most companies seem to be going for the poured glue, which is much better for us. We don't have to even think about the glue, so no problems with that at all. So we have the key on either side, 1 to 22, and we have the DMC codes as well, which is handy. Then we have 6 little steps on how to diamond paint at the bottom. So everything looks good, no real problems with it. The only thing, and this is common with the budget companies, because they don't put it in a box, they don't roll it, you have these waves in the canvas. So if I turn it over and we tilt it to the light, you can see it's pretty obvious. This is just sitting up here. Now if I sat this here all night, it would look like that in the morning. It's not like self-flattening or anything like that, so you have to actually flatten it. The canvas is a little bit starchy, so all you would do is put it down on a hard surface and put some heavy books on top and just leave it for a few days. When you lift the books, it'll be nice and flat, ready to work. Alternatively, you could put it under your mattress in your bed and again leave it for a few days. When you pull it out, it'll be nice and flat. It's not a major thing, but it's just be aware that you're going to have to flatten it before you work it, because if you just got your kit and then just started working on this, you're going to have these waves in the canvas, and when it's up on the wall, when the light hits the picture, you're going to see bands where these waves are, because the drills are sitting at different angles. You want the drills to sit absolutely flat, so it's important to flatten the canvas. So that is basically it. Nothing bad to report. The bags are a reasonable size, they're not those little dinky strips of 200 drills. You could work from them, and you get your pen, your wax and your tray, which are the basics, but you can work with them. Nothing really wrong with them. The only thing I would say again is just remember the tray will flip over if you accidentally tap the side. Once you've done it a few times you'll remember, but just a heads up for people who may be starting diamond painting for the very first time, just be careful not to hit the side of the tray. And that's it. 22 colours, small size, good size for people who are just getting into diamond painting. Small, nice and easy to work on the table. You can see the whole thing. It's not like a huge project that's going to take months. And it's round drills as well, which sort of speeds things up. Diamond painting drills can be round or square. If you go for square, they take a bit longer, just because they are square. Making sure that you get the squares lined up. When you've got circles, you don't have edges to line up, so a bit quicker as well. So again, if you were totally new to diamond painting, this sort of size with round drills would be a good way to get started and get used to using a pen with the wax in it, picking up drills, putting down drills and that sort of thing, learning how to read the key and relate that to the bags, how the whole thing works. I think by the time you finish this you would have a very good understanding of diamond painting, and then you could move on to another project, maybe go for something a bit bigger, maybe go for something this size. Some people prefer to do the small ones because they don't take that long. Some people like to do the big ones because they do take a while, and they enjoy the process of diamond painting. It's a way to relax, and the bigger ones take longer, so yeah, it's really a personal preference on size. But yeah, it looks fine. I don't really have anything negative to say about it at all. Just flatten the canvas, that is the main thing. Don't try and do them when these waves are here, because they will be like that when you finish, and you don't want that. So that is it. So this one is called Seaside Lighthouse Sunset from GBFKE.com. I will put a link directly to this one in the description, and I will also put a link to their website and you can have a look. They have a lot of diamond paintings of all different sizes, so if you are going to have a look, I suggest you make yourself a cup of coffee or tea or some other beverage and have a sit down and have a happy browse. So that was Seaside Lighthouse Sunset from GBFKE.com. Budget company, so prices are very reasonable. It's a 30 by 40, or I decided a 40 by 30 I would call it, which is a good size for someone who's just starting out with diamond painting. It's round drills as well, so it goes a bit quicker. A lot of people prefer to start with rounds and then try squares once they've got used to the actual process of diamond painting. It wouldn't take too long to do. 22 colours, so a fair amount of colour in it. As I said, the reason I picked it was because it reminded me of a place that we visited on vacation last summer when we visited mainland Denmark. And when I saw it, I thought, oh, a lighthouse on a beach. We walked along a beach and there was a lighthouse, so that was the tie-in for me. Nice picture, I like it. The only thing, again, is the canvas. With the budget companies, you have to remember you want the canvas to be flat before you start diamond painting. It's definitely better for you in the long run. Then you don't have a diamond painting that's all wavy, and if you put it up on the wall you see all these lines. You definitely don't want that. So a few books on top, leave it for a few days, it'll be absolutely fine. The bags are big enough to work from. If you are totally new and don't have any kind of storage system, you can cut the bags and fold them over a little piece of tape to stop the drills spilling out. It would be absolutely fine. Basic kit, pink pen, green tray, pink wax, it's all you need. It's definitely good enough if you're new to diamond painting and you just want to try it. Don't spend money on extra bits and pieces when you're not sure that this is really a hobby for you. So that is it. Nice little diamond painting. As I said, I will put a link to this one if this one interests you. I'll put a direct link so you can go straight to it. I will also put a link to GBFKE's website so you can have a browse through hundreds and literally hundreds of diamond paintings and see if there is anything that takes your fancy. You can choose different sizes, you can choose between round and square, so it's really up to you. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more unboxings, unbaggings, comparisons, anything to do with diamond painting, please subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you may catch me live on YouTube Live and you can see which project I'm working on at that time. And if you're new, feel free to ask any questions about diamond painting. I'm always happy to try and help people. If you are a seasoned diamond painter, please drop in. I'm always interested in chatting to people around the world, learning a bit about them, where they live, just different countries, that sort of thing. I'm originally from Scotland, moved to Denmark nearly 12 years ago now. And it was quite interesting moving to Denmark and just finding out little differences and sometimes big differences between living in Scotland and living in Denmark. I find it all interesting. So if you're interested in just dropping in for a chat, feel free. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe and wash your hands.